Hey everyone, Matt Peiken here. If you've made Wake Up part of your daily local news diet, I would love it if you took just a moment to give it 5 stars on either Apple Podcasts or Spotify and write a glowing sentence or two if you have it in you. It makes a real difference in picking up new listeners. Thanks so much for the boost. All right, on with the news. Wake up, Raleigh. I'm Matt Peiken. I hope you all had a sunny weekend. Here's your local newscast for Monday, March 23rd. The Wake County School Board is holding a special meeting tomorrow to discuss a proposed $18 million cut to the district's special education budget. The reduction would eliminate 130 cross-categorical resource teaching positions and phase out 2 specialized programs. Superintendent Robert Taylor says the district needs the cuts to avoid a budget shortfall next year and insists services required by students' individualized education programs won't change. But the proposal has sparked protests from educators and parents. Board Chair Tyler Swanson says the meeting is needed to ensure transparency and accountability. Read more about this in the News and Observer. A former assistant principal at Ligon Magnet Middle School is speaking out against plans to demolish the historic Raleigh campus. Kashi Bazemore, who worked there from 2004 to 2007, says the 1953 building, once Raleigh's only black high school, should be preserved because of its history. The Wake County Public School System voted to tear it down after building a new facility on the school's athletic fields, citing overcrowding and failing heating, cooling, and plumbing systems. District leaders say a Ligon Legacy Committee will help preserve the school's history. Read more about this at WRAL. Build-to-rent housing is expanding across the Triangle, including a new 65-unit townhome community planned near Crabtree Valley Mall. Cadia Grandview is under construction on Homewood Banks Drive, with leasing expected to begin in the middle of next year. Developer Center Park Group is partnering with Pappas Properties on the project, which will offer 3-bedroom townhomes and amenities like a pool, fitness center, and dog park. Analysts say demand is rising as would-be buyers struggle with affordability and look for more space and flexibility. More than 1,970 build-to-rent units are planned in Raleigh. Read more about this in the News and Observer. Apex leaders say the town is well positioned to attract major employers, but economic uncertainty is creating new challenges. At a recent work session, council members pointed to the stalled state budget and shifting federal funding as sources of instability. Experts say cuts to agencies like the U.S. Agency for International Development and the National Institutes for Health have cost the region about $300 million in research funding and roughly 3,000 jobs. Meanwhile, the planned North Carolina Children's Hospital is expected to bring nearly 8,000 jobs. Read more about this at IndieWeek. And Jaguar Bolera, the 2-story entertainment venue at Raleigh Ironworks, has permanently closed less than a year after its splashy debut. The concept featured bowling, karaoke, and a menu from a James Beard Award-nominated chef, with plans to expand nationwide. Court records show the company now owes more than $800,000 in rent and fees and faces eviction. Vendors have won judgments totaling hundreds of thousands of dollars, and 29 employees lost their jobs. Some customers who paid event deposits say they're still seeking refunds. Read more about this in the Triangle Business Journal. As you can tell every time you listen to Wake Up, I draw all the content from the credible sources of journalism right in this city. But if I've messed up with anything like how to pronounce something, or you think there's just something more I need to know about a certain story, you can always drop me a line at editor@wakeupthenews.org. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next episode of Wake Up.